Maxis Cinco 3.0 made by Picco. This is a GT engine, 5 ports like all the GT engines, 3 ports exhaust. I got this engine thanks to my friend Maxy. Thank you very much. Got it for really cheap. They went out of stock very quickly. The price was really good. Let's check the internals. Here is the Maxis disassembled. Let's start with the cooling head. Beautiful Picco style cooling head, red, with a small default on the logo. Bit disappointing. Maxis. I like the color of the cooling head. It's the exact same cooling head as the off-road Piccos, P3TT, Rebel XL, but not the same as the Monza 9 cooling head, which is much smaller. Bottom head, no head O-ring, 0.35. Off-road Piccos come with 0.55 or 0.6. Looks like a regular Picco carb. 7mm Venturi, insulated, of course. The Picco Monza 9 comes with that's the on-road GP engine, comes with a different carb. This one looks exactly the same as the off-road carbs. Backplate, the block, nice Picco block. I really like how this block looks. Perfect machining, beautiful shape. Ceramic rear bearing. I've never seen this before on a Nitro engine. Look at that, you can see through that bearing. How is this shield supposed to protect from dirt? I'm not really sure I'm gonna run this shield this metal shield front bearing. I suppose it makes less drag. I don't know how to say that. I think I'm gonna replace this. I don't know. I don't have much on-road experience, so let me know your thoughts about this. The piston. It's not a dished piston like the on-road OS engines, like my R21 GT, but it's a machine piston, of course, and it looks perfect. Five ports sleeve, exact same intake ports design as the Picco P3TT. This one comes with a 3 ports exhaust, like all the on-road engines. We are going to talk timing numbers at the end of the video. Beautiful. The crankshaft is very different from an off-road crankshaft. Picco's off-road crankshaft comes with fangs. Let me show you an off-road crankshaft. This is how an off-road Picco crankshaft looks like. They have 3 fangs. This is the Picco Rebel XL crankshaft, so the fangs are smaller than the Picco P3TT, but it's the same design. And you can see that the on-road engine has a much bigger hole than the off-road engine crankshaft, but no fang. This is a particular design unique to picco engines. It looks perfect with 2 counterweights, silicone filled, much larger crank window than the Rebel XL. Right, let's check the timing numbers. Here it is. Maxis Cinco Picco Monza GT. As far as I know, this is just a rebranded Monza GT. If anyone has more info about that Monza GT, I would like to know if there's a difference between those engines, but I don't think so. They have the same parts numbers. So Picco Monza GT Evo 0.21, Maxi Cinco 3.0, 16.03 bore, 17.3 stroke. That's the same bore and stroke as the Picco P3 TT, the off-road engine. Opening at 150, closing at 69, and for a total of 219 degrees. Slightly higher than the off-road Picco. It may be just measuring variation from me checking those numbers. The blowdown is higher. We have 30 degrees blowdown times 260 and 23.46 on the off-road Picco. Higher RPM, more power at higher RPM, and exhaust. This is not correct. Exhaust duration. This is the exhaust size, not the duration. 172, 186 on the Monza GT Maxi Cinco, so the exhaust port stays open longer on the GT engine. So very different exhaust, but the intake is just about the same. And yeah, the design of the crankshaft is also very different. I will be very curious to swap the parts between the off-road Picco and the GT Picco. You know me, I like swapping Picco parts. That's how I built my Picco P324. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. Next week I'm gonna break this engine in and install it in my S-Works GT2. Thanks for watching.